You know, you can't do something once when a problem persists. And we brought you a story a few weeks ago about one of the biggest bank scams out there, okay? And these crimes cost innocent people all over the world like $1 trillion a year, all right? Now, a lot of the victims, you know, are seniors because they don't have the same facility with how everyone is lying all the time on social media, okay? And they get duped into thinking they're helping people, and they get scammed, okay? And it happened to us here, a member of our family. I want to bring in my executive producer, Dusty Alexandra Cohen, you know her as Dusty, and Ashton and Art from Trilogy Media, okay? These are the guys fighting the bad guys, and I wanted to give them more exposure because they need to do more of this. Dusty, tell them what happened.
Okay, so I'm going to read a little of this and be quick, but first I'll tell you a little bit about my mother. I'm not going to say her age because she asked me not to, but I'm in my 50s, so you can do the math.
She told you not to say anything.
I didn't say her age.
All
so,
right.
And this is a very smart and sophisticated woman, so if you
Yes.
think you're immune to this, Chris knows her very well.
Great feet.
Professional opera singer, was a contestant on Jeopardy, has all her faculties, rides a bike, plays tennis, very with it. She gets one of those Apple emails, which started this whole thing. I've gotten them too. I thought they were real. It says she lost a small amount of money due to fraud. She then calls the number that looks like an Apple number. She then gets a follow-up email from her bank, Citizens Bank, that says a huge amount of money. Again, I'm not allowed to say the amount, but life-changing amounts of money, what some people live on, okay, had been posted to porn and dating sites. She calls Citizens Bank. She gets to a fraud officer. The fraud officer sounds very legitimate, even has that accent when we're dealing with someone in another country. He basically tells her she's on a secure line, that they need to act very, very quickly to get this money back, or else she'll lose the money for good. And what that's going to entail is to go to her local branch at Citizens Bank and withdraw amount of money, a lot of money. And I don't even know how she carried this amount of money. And the bank gave it to her, which is a whole nother story, which God knows why they didn't ask her more questions. These people also kept her on the phone the whole entire time and said, don't use your cell phone. And I'll just cut to the chase, which is my brother and I, because she's so smart and sophisticated, it was almost as if she had been brainwashed. And in the end, she handed over what could have been like drug dealer types of money to a courier in the nighttime. And
Right.
I will let these vigilantes who are trying to help pick up where I just left off, because the whole thing is shocking. It's like she was brainwashed.
These guys have been nodding along the whole time because they have heard this so many times, even though when Dusty and I were hearing it, it sounded crazy. Like, how could they get away with this? Guys, Art, tell me how you hear about this all the time, and what can we do about it?
Chris, thanks for having us on. Thank you. Yeah, Dusty, I'm so sorry this happened to your mother. And like you said, you know, that she was almost brainwashed. She was brainwashed. This is not a question of intelligence. It's not a question of awareness or anyone thinking that they're immune to scams. There's a scam for everybody. And unfortunately, this one is ravaging the elderly community like crazy, especially right now. This is a story we've heard time and time again. They are professional manipulators. They're professional at instilling fear in these people, especially those that might not be quite as tech savvy, telling them that their money is in danger, their identity is in danger, their social security is in danger. You need to move your money right now. And that might be wire transfers. That might be Bitcoin. In this case, it was a cash withdrawal. And going after these cash mules, which is who she encountered in the nighttime. They're all over the place. That even though these calls originate from overseas, there are cash mules here in the States. And in fact, we just finished a collaboration with the Baxter County Sheriff's in Arkansas. Sheriff's Department here in Arkansas is where we're at now.
John Montgomery.
Yep. We just put 3 of these cash mules in jail a couple of days ago. So law enforcement is finally starting to catch on and catch up, but we need more support. But unfortunately, this is a devastating scam.
We try to do, and we try to assist to FBI, Homeland Security, any sheriff, LAPD, New York PD. And unfortunately, it's a lot of bureaucracy, a lot of politics involved. And we said, listen, it's affecting our elderly community. Enough is enough. Put your ego on the side. Do your freaking job. Let's get together. And now we're in Arkansas, and the sheriff, John Montgomery, put every single department together. We got Stinghouse, every single neighbor, DMV, banks, got everything together, and we're doing right now Stinghouse operations and catching these cash mules.
Good. Let us know how we can help, and I'm going to figure out what to do with the banks. Because they got to do a better job of this also. Art, Ashton, thank you, fellas, very much. Appreciate what you're doing. Dusty, thank you for sharing. Her mother's got beautiful feet, by the way. Does not run in the family. Did not go all the way through. That's all I'll say. All right? That's all I'll say. Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.